Alright, people, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us in another one here on the coach's desk. Yeah, man, big up on yourself now. So, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I want to ask a question, and it's a real, genuine question. And some people have different answers, some people have different views. But the question is, who is to be blamed where the alternate is concerned? And specifically, Sanique Walker. We heard what happened to our 400-meter hurdler in Rashelle Clayton. She's unable to go to the championship because she has a heel problem and she isn't able to recover in time to go to the championship to represent Jamaica in the 400-meter hurdles. And she has been a staple. She has been one that has been consistent in making the finals, getting medals. She's a two-time bronze medalist. So, of course, we know that Rashelle Clayton would have been an ideal candidate to be a part or amongst the medals. However, something just never worked out right. And I've been saying it, but probably folks have not been listening. I said, we have not seen Rashelle Clayton. And of course, we know that she got hurt at the Grand Slam games. She came back after that. She run, but it wasn't like one of those races where we see vintage Rashelle. Yeah. And as my brother did a reason, he indicated that he was surprised that she actually won at the national trials. But with that said, I definitely would want to wish Rashelle a speedy recovery. I hope that everything goes well in her recovery, and we just wish her all the best. You understand? But the alternate, which would have been Sanique Walker, she wasn't able to replace Rashelle, and that for several reasons. These reasons, and this is coming from what Sanique has said, is that she had some communication issues with the J3s. Yeah. And that was possibly one of the reasons why she probably wouldn't have gotten her visa. And we were also told that she wasn't, or she did not do the gene test that is required. So that is pretty sad. I mean, it's like there's never a championship where things happen, team name, and nothing is fluid, nothing flows as smoothly as possible. There's always something to discuss, which we don't mind still, because we get to chat on YouTube though. Yeah, man. Now, Sanique Walker says she's extremely disappointed. Of course, she'll be disappointed, after missing out on her opportunity to represent her country. You see me, I say at the World Championship. When you get your first opportunity, that is the time that you have to take and savor the moment, because you don't know when you'll be getting another opportunity, because this sport is unforgiving. This sport, you'll practice and train the entire year, and then you end up being injured, right? So Sunny got her opportunity, but she is unable to fulfill that opportunity, right? And it is pointless to have alternate and we don't carry them. I mean, there might be some financial issues that will cause that, or have caused these alternates not to go, but you never know what will happen. Carry them, try get some sponsorship, try get some persons to, actually say or commit to bringing these alternate, because this thing cannot continue to happen. She pointed that she described as a potential poor communication. That is what Sanique is saying. And oversight by the J3s, Jamaica's Athletics Administrative Association. This is unacceptable, according to Walker. Right? She's 25 years old. How I don't even know what to say, folks. I don't even know what to say. But me get a chance to replace somebody and then me can't replace because of whatever reason. This is ludicrous. Asinine. You see me? But we understand that the team manager Ian Forms, he confirmed the withdrawal of Clayton, and he was the one who stated that Walker wouldn't have been given the opportunity because of logistics. And when they say logistics, I guess they're trying to pretty it up. But the fact of the matter is that she was not able to compete because she was not given the opportunity to take the mandatory SRY gene test, which is required for all female athletes competing at the championships. The gene test is the latest move by the World Athletics, to protect the integrity of women's athletics. How did that happen? Why did it happen? You get what I say? She said she's disappointed with how I was treated as the alternate for the women's 400-meter hurdles. This is a quotation. I was never given the chance or opportunity to take the SRY gene test, right? She shared that the test was facilitated for team members at the knockout championship in the Bahamas, but she was never given the opportunity. That is just why? Why she never oh my word. Is it that because they didn't want to take her? I don't know. She said there was a list of athletes that were chosen to do the test in the Bahamas, and my name was not part of that list, and that is why we are in this predicament now. Initially, I thought that as an alternate, I would have traveled with the team to Tokyo, received the same information, and been properly prepared if needed. Instead, I found out that was not the case. That is poor. However, being at home on standby was not an issue. When I got the call to compete at the Worlds on Monday, I was getting myself ready to get to Tokyo. But they called the next day saying that it's not possible because they thought I had done the test. I was confused on how they thought I had done it when my name wasn't included in the list of the athletes they made to do it in the Bahamas. I just hope moving forward they stay on top of things like these. Why? This is the test which detects the SRY gene via cheek swab or blood sample to determine eligibility for women's sports must be conducted under the supervision of World Athletics member federations and the results analyzed in a lab. So September 1 would have been the deadline, and she would have missed that deadline. Yo, this is just one of those sad moments and a missed opportunity for the athlete. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, and it is really sad. I hope this can be fixed going forward. I don't really have anything else to say. Peace.